Countdown presents Fact or Fiction, wherein we catch that bastard Bill O'Reilly lying again. Oh wait, Bill, hold still. Allow me to soil myself on you. Victory is mine!
Here we go. Congressional Quarterly reporting the FBI counter-terror unit sifted through customer data records from grocery stores in the San Francisco Bay Area in 2005 and 2006, looking for spikes in the sales of Middle Eastern food delicacies that might indicate the presence of, or perhaps even lead to the Bureau to, Iranian terrorists in the region. No, seriously. CQ reporting the FBI was literally looking for increased demand for falafels. Our number 2 story in the countdown, perhaps the threat from Bill O'Reilly is greater than we imagined. Joe McCarthy Jr. at it again, leading the Fox Noise folks in absolute lemming-like panic over the rumored conversations between this network and Rosie O'Donnell about Rosie contributing to MSNBC. Once again, Bill O, who promotes NBC and MSNBC more than we do, started his rant cast last night with us. And thus, once again, it's necessary to translate for you what he said back into human. As Talking Points has been telling you for more than a year, the president of NBC, Jeff Zucker, is desperate. That's the Jeff Zucker that your Fox Business Channel reported was going to be fired by noon last Friday. Your new outfit is averaging a reported 5,000 viewers nationwide and making up business stories, but Zucker is desperate? NBC is collapsing in the ratings on almost all fronts. Sunday Night Football on NBC, number 1 show on television this season, male viewers aged 18 to 49. The Office, number 1 comedy this season, all viewers 18 to 49. 3 of the top 8 shows this season, viewers 18 to 49 on NBC. You want I should mention Fox Business Channel again? You know what's collapsing, Billy? Your research department. That's what's collapsing. And now Mr. Zucker has turned to Rosie O'Donnell to prop up MSNBC. And you saw that where? The New York Times. NBC was saying there'd only been talks. She was saying there'd only been talks. Hell, Fox News once talked to me about working there. But, Billy, if you're gonna swallow whole everything you read in the New York Times, what can I say? Except, of course, when you claim they're lying about the ratings. Its TV reporter Jacques Steinberg actually wrote an article that says MSNBC is competitive with the factor at 8 p.m. Here's the truth. In October, MSNBC had no overall ratings growth at 8 p.m. None. In the past 5 weeks, the factor has beaten them by 225% in total audience and 100% in the key demo. Margins of victory rarely come bigger than that. Okay, 2 things here. Your margin of victory over Countdown for the month of November 2003 was 613%. So even if those numbers you spat out last night were correct, and they weren't, margins of victory used to come bigger than that for you every night. Back when you were still hot. And here is the Nielsen Company's actual data about ratings growth at 8 p.m. Eastern this calendar year, from January 1st, 2007 through last Friday, November 2nd, 2007. Bill O is up 5% in total viewers, 4% in what he aptly calls the key demo. Now we'll compare that to Countdown's growth. This show is up 63% in total viewers since January 1st, 48% in that key demo. Again, Steinberg knows the score, but chose to deceive the public. Disgraceful. Because I, Bill O, am the sole East Coast distributor for deceiving the public, and nobody else is allowed to work my side of the street. In the interest of truth, I am now going to dispel some rumors. It is not true that Sean Penn will be co-anchoring the NBC Nightly News. That is false. Correct. Although now that you mention him, he'd still do it better than you would. Coming up, Talking Points is spot on when we told you that NBC News has embraced the radical left agenda in pursuit of ratings. There is no doubt any longer. Because I, Bill O, say so. Bow down before me, puny viewer. Incidentally, put that last graphic back up there. Coming up, Talking Points is spot on when we told you that it's not even a sentence. Anyway, a little bonus tonight, the Fox Noise Morning Show. For people who reflexively hate the New York Times, they also sure seem to believe what they read in there is even more true than the Times suggested it was. Rosie O'Donnell, quote, on a news channel? That's unbelievable. She'd be going to a news channel, said host Brian Kilmeade. They're hiring a comedian to do a show on a cable news outfit, added host Steve Doocy. Complaints about the news credentials of a possible MSNBC contributor from Steve Doocy and Brian Kilmeade. Steve Doocy, who used to host House Party. Brian Kilmeade, the former anchor of Ultimate Fighting Championship. Even guys like ex-sportscaster me and the former fill-in weatherman at Channel 16 in Scranton, B. O'Reilly, know better than to rattle those skeletons, boys. And finally on this point, one bit of breaking news that sort of summarizes it. Rosie O'Donnell has announced on her blog tonight that she will not be doing a show on MSNBC. What she wrote this evening, MSNBC, 1 hour live following, well, me. We were close to a deal, she writes, almost done. I let it slip in Miami, causing panic on the studio end. I don't think panic's the right word for it, but that's neither here nor there. Well, what can you do? Today there is no deal. Poof, my career as a pundit is over. Before it began, just as well. I figure everything happens for a reason. I don't know what that other word is, as we say, and on we go. Rosie O'Donnell announcing it tonight. She is not going to be joining MSNBC. There were limited negotiations.